Power 7 Podcast. Good morning, good morning. It's your boy, once again, the almighty Nicodemus, in full effect. This lovely Wednesday morning. Hip-hop turned 50 this year. Hip-hop dead this year is what they say. So, today's topic, really got no topic this morning. Just gonna go ahead. I'm just really freestyling today. Just going off the top of the dome. I was on TikTok yesterday, and one of the content creators on TikTok, a hip-hop content creator, Source, of course. What up, Source? Asked a question about timeless jams. And mine, one of my timeless jams is De La Soul's For More, which is a dope song. It got John A on it. It's off the Stakes is High album, 1996. Good year. Year I graduated high school. And it seems like the year hip-hop graduated high school too. Because everything changed, not only in hip-hop, but for me personally. But that album was a good album. De La Soul, I mean, what can you say about De La Soul as a group, man? They came out 1980, like 89, with 3 Feet High and Rising, which is an album I couldn't get into. I mean, when it came out, I think I was too young to get it. And even trying to go back and visit it now, I just still can't rock with it. I don't know why. De La Soul, for me liking them starts at the second album, De La Soul is Dead. Now that album, man, I love that album. And one thing I like all their albums, except for that 3 Feet High and Rising. I bought all of those albums back when they were coming out. You went to the store and actually purchased albums. So I bought Stakes is High, I bought 3 Feet High, I bought De La Soul is Dead, I went and bought Balloon Mind State. I bought the AOI sets they did. I bought the Grind Date. Like, I bought all of those De La Soul albums. De La Soul always had like a freshness about themselves, man. Like, I don't know. To me, something about their style and their way to approach and making records always been definitely something fresh. And they got a lot of timeless jams. So De La Soul, yeah, that's one of my favorite groups. So when he brought up a timeless jam, and it's a jam that don't get played a lot, I had to think about that song For More with John A. Because, man, that song a jam. Like, that's a song you can play if you chilling. You know what I'm saying? Got people over, you can have that on the playlist. You playing cards. That's a song you can play. Because it's a bop, so it can be played in the club or whatever. Shit, if you riding in the car, you know what I'm saying? That song just got a nice vibe to it. So yeah, I had to give them some props, man. Shout out to De La Soul. Hip hop is 50. And I want to ask a question to you new and upcoming and young hip hop producers who have an issue with sampling. And my question to you guys is, how in the world can you have an issue excuse me, how can you have an issue with sampling if you are in the genre of making hip-hop music? Because hip-hop music, the base of hip-hop music is rapping over other people's records or sampling. Like, that's the whole thing. That's the big major part of hip-hop music. Sampling. How can you be a hip-hop producer and have an issue with sampling and say that's not real, that's lazy? How? I understand things evolve. I get that. However, let's not act like the essence of this music and what makes it dope isn't the samples, or how you flip a sample, or how you rap over a break beat, because that's the essence of the music. So if you don't want to use samples, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, but you can't be sitting up here, in my opinion. You can do what you want to do, but you gonna sit up here as a hip-hop producer and try to downplay and try to talk shit on people that sample? Like, get the fuck out of here. You can't, like, that doesn't make any sense when the whole essence of the music and the foundation it was built on and founded upon was breakbeats and sample. You know what I mean? Apache, the bongo band. You know what I'm saying? James Brown, funky drummer. Like, all kind of breakbeats that still get used to this day. You know what I'm saying? What's that? The one popular breakbeats, because J. Cole used it on one of his popular songs. Everybody uses this breakbeat. Like, culture, the essence of the music is built off of samples. So I just feel kind of crazy. I can't remember. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off that I can't remember that one breakbeat that everybody uses, that everybody has used outside of funky drummer. That's a popular one too. But even the use of breakbeats and samples, man, the way they were used and being creative with and flipped in hip hop, especially in the early '90s and the late '80s, when it really, evolved into what is going on now. That's still going on, but the people to be out here complaining, man, about people using samples, it's just ridiculous. That is a big, huge part of the whole genre of hip-hop music. It's samples and breakbeats. Like, get out of here. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? Another one in mad, going back to shit being timeless, Run DMC, Peter Piper's. That's Bob James, right? Man, you put that on, man, right now, man, come on. And that's a breakbeat. That's a sample. It's the essence of the music, man. So stop doing that. Stop doing that, man. All you new producers, upcoming hip-hop. And I'm only speaking to hip-hop producers. If you ain't a hip-hop producer, I ain't talking to you. I'm only talking to only hip-hop producers that got an issue with sampling. Like, you need to go back and study. Excuse me. You need to go back and study the essence of the music. Because the essence of the music is sampling. You know what I mean? Break beats, the sampling. It's grabbing break beats or loops. It's the essence of the music, man. It's the foundation of which the music was built upon. It's cool if you don't want to do it and you want to evolve. You can't be knocking it and be a hip-hop producer. That's just, to me, that's crazy. That's like, I'm a fisherman, but you know what? Using the boat is bullshit. Like, what are you talking about? Doesn't make any sense. Fuck, how you gonna go catch some fish without you ain't gonna get in the boat? Fuck out of here. So yeah, man. So yeah, shout out to hip-hop, man. 50 years old. Has always been a positive influence on me in my life, honestly. There's been some negative things that it put on my life, but for the most part, definitely positive energy came from hip-hop. Especially, I went through a rough year in school. You know what gave me confidence and what got me through? It was hip-hop. Hip-hop music. You know what I'm saying? So, appreciation for being black came from hip-hop for me growing up. Appreciation for history came from hip-hop for me growing up. And I always try to make sure the essence of that music that I liked when I was growing up, that I listen to it still now. And there's a lot of dope artists that still has that essence and that history that they put forth in the music, man, and carry on. So hip-hop being 50 is a beautiful thing, man. And shout out to the people that's still doing it no matter what. Even if you want to call it trap, you want to call it rock, the new rock or whatever the hell, whatever you want to call it now, whatever subgenre you want to put it in, it's hip hop music, baby. So we can't front on it. We can't front on hip hop. We can't front on the music. It ain't dying. It's alive. We're thriving. There's so many damn hip hop artists out there now. You don't even know where to go, where to pick it from, because it's so motherfucking much. The game is so saturated. And I'm not mad at it. I'm actually happy at that. Because I don't have to work as hard no more to look for what I want. I remember having to look for really what I wanted in the early 2000s. Because all they was kind of hitting you with when they had gatekeepers was like some shit I didn't want to listen to. So now that is what it is now, man, I have no complaints about hip-hop music. You need this shit, you. Peace. Your boy Almighty Nick Davis, Pod 7 Podcast. I'm out.